Mr. Darigo here, coming to you from my living room. So, a few of you have been sending me messages that you're really excited to be working on the optical illusion project at your home, but a couple of you don't have access to a printer, and you're wondering how you can print a template if you don't have a printer. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a template. There's a few things that you can use. If you actually have access to a ruler, that's fantastic. We're going to use a ruler first. If you don't have access to a ruler, I'm going to show you how to make a, instead of using a ruler, this is Jasper, by the way, she says hi. You can use instead folding up a piece of paper to create a template of a square, and we'll use that one. So first, let's go ahead and use a ruler and see how we do that. Alright, so I have here a ruler, and I'm going to make sure that all of my sides are going to be 2.5 inches. So I'm going to make sure that they're always going to stop right here. I'm going to go ahead, start it at the edge. Try to do it at the center as best as possible. Make sure you line up the notches. So I have that there. I'm going to do that straight as I can. Might not be perfect, that's okay. I'm going to hold on to it. Pick a little mark there. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead, do the same thing. I'm going to line it up with the notch. Line up with the notch here. It's 2.5. All of them are all going to be 2.5. Go ahead. It may have moved a little, and that's okay. I can go ahead and fix that. Just like so. That's why we use a pencil. It's really easy to keep the mistakes a minimum. I'm going to go ahead, line it up there. It's 2.5 inches. Okay. Actually, notice. Perfect. So this is my first square here. Now I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process 3 more times going vertical. So
it might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space with the air like I don't care, baby. By the way, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if.
boom. All right, we now have our template. There's one last thing I want you guys to do, though. If you have access to scissors, you're going to want to cut it out to fold it together. So we need to create flaps or tabs on the sides, so that way after we finish creating our template, we cut it out, we can then fold it and use those tabs to connect the sides. So I'm going to make some really quick tabs. Just 1, 2, boom, right there. They're not going to be perfect, that's okay. These I'm kind of eyeballing. What I mean by eyeballing, it means I'm not using a ruler to make them perfect. Part of the reason is because I don't have a compass to make perfect angles, or a protractor to create perfect angles. Another reason is because we're not actually going to see this part when our project is all done, so it's okay if it's not perfect. I'm going to do sides here. You'll notice how I didn't do any on these boxes, and that's because I don't need to. These sides are going to take care of all of those edges that they need. If we have too much, actually, that's not a good thing. You want to just have the bare minimum, exactly what you need. And then the very last one, to close it all up, we're going to put it right here. Alright. And then, boom, sorry, you have here a finished template. Our square template if you don't have a ruler to make one. Now, one of the things that you can use, if you have any siblings, or if in your house anywhere there's like a perfect small square, things like blocks and stuff like that, like toy blocks, those are perfect. If you don't have any of those things and you have nothing to help measure a perfect box, we're going to create as close as we can with just a piece of paper, okay? We're going to go ahead, we're going to first start taking this piece of paper, we're going to fold it like, let's see, I think, I'm trying to remember, it's kind of like a book. I know there's the hot dog and the hamburger. Let me know which one's hot dog, which one's hamburger. I think this is hamburger, but I might be wrong. I'm going to go ahead, fold it once. Then we're going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to fold it a second time. I'm going to go ahead and close it this way. Now, You'll notice that these are still rectangles. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead, fold it a third time. I'm going to fold it closed like this, okay? Now, for this purpose, I am going to use my ruler just to show you, though, what it is right now. So I'm going to go ahead and move the cat. Hi, cat. Let's grab the ruler. So I've got my ruler. I'm going to go ahead and measure this thing right now. I'm going to measure the smallest side just to check what our thing is. And it is 2 and just a little over 2.5 inches. I'll show you right there. See, it's a little over 2.5. That's perfect. Like I said, it's not going to be a perfect box like our last one, but it's going to be close enough. Now, if we were to fold this again, we're going to have another rectangle. So we're not going to fold it all the way. We're actually going to go ahead and do what I call an eyeball. So you're going to take just a little portion of it, just like this, kind of make like a big L. And then you're going to go ahead and fold it so that half of it looks just like this, okay? Then when I'm all finished, this is going to be as close to a perfect box as I can make. And this is perfect now to go ahead and take this and trace it to create the template like we just made in the previous video. So,